make some bread. I'm just going to go over some simple ingredients. We have some salt, sugar, warm water, yeast, baking soda. So let's get started. Pinch of salt, a tablespoon of sugar, baking powder. Mix that in. Let's mix that baby in. Add the yeast. Mix that in. No, I didn't work on a construction site. I never work at a construction site. It's looking like I used to work at a construction site, eh? And now let's gently add in our warm water. Slowly. And I'll be back when I come bring this into a bowl. You'll need this soft because as you can see there is no oil. And there's a reason why I'm not adding any oil or butter. So nice and full. So now I'm going to cut this in two so we'll get more bread out of this, right? So we'll get two here. And then we're going to cut this. So in all we're getting 4 bread from this 4 cup of flour. Actually, yeah. I'm going to open this. Cut it down. Preheat your oven at 375 degrees. I'm going to cut this, but we're not going to cut straight to the edge, right? I'm just going to stop cutting just before we reach the edge. Let me show you a top view, right? I am not cutting straight across because I want this piece to go over on the other piece, right? But if you want to make individual plats, you can cut straight across and make your plats. I hope that was helpful. The next clip I am going to show you how I am going to braid individual and with the dough connected to the flour as I'm showing you right there. So with the piece that we're going to take across, we're going to put a piece of butter. I'm going to use a fork and seal it, and then I'm going to cut some slices there and make some twists. That was the first method I was going to try, but then I quickly canceled that after making this one. Taking this end, I'm going to twist it like this and bring it in this direction. I'm going to take this end from this side, twist it, and bring it in this direction. And that's what we're going to do for all of it. Alright? So after I twist it like a rope, I'm just going to braid it like you would braid a normal braid, but you want to do it real loose. Okay? Real loose. Not the two ends. You have your braid. Now you don't want to detach it from this, so you could leave it on. Right? And then you could just bring it down to each side. And then you use some glue or some water and you put it on either side or wherever you see to put your braid and put it to rest. So this is the braid that you just saw me make. I attach it to the piece of dough that we put with the butter in the center, and I seal around that with a fork, and I'm going to use some butter to finish seal it off, and I'm also going to sprinkle some chia seeds. You could also add oats or sesame seeds, whatever you like. So now let's put it to rest and then put it in the oven. After forming my design, I placed all of them to rest with the light on in the oven for 30 minutes. And in 30 minutes I baked them for 20 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I want to show you the first one. Remember I said I quickly abandoned it. This is it here, because the pattern that I really wanted wasn't coming into being, so I just abandoned that. But it eventually looked nice when it was finished. But when I was done with creating all these other designs, this was the first one that I said I quickly abandoned. It ended up looking good. I should have just continued, but I was so afraid that it wasn't going to look good. And it all worked out in my favor at the end, actually. So sometimes we just give up too quickly, and sometimes some of that is the best things that we create. And this was one of those situations where the first one came out to be so pretty looking when it was baked. I should have just continued, but you know what, I end up creating some ropes and different plats, and I got some nice bread out of this bread situation. Don't forget to check out Jess Ellie and Mama Mika. Links for their channel in the end screen and in the cards.